Based on a true story.
First day, we fell in love with a house.
I get my own room.
The owner says, do you and your family a favor, Roger. He says, keep the lights on in this house at night.
I'm Jason Rockman for the Rockman Review. Every once in a while, a movie comes out that absolutely terrifies you. That movie is Warner Brothers' The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Big fan of your work. I really enjoyed Insidious. And when you approach something like this, since it's based on a true story,
right?
Do you approach it differently?
Yeah, I definitely do. I approach it from the point of view of the people that I'm making the movie about.
Right.
And so I would tell people that, this movie isn't here to be objective, so to speak. I want to tell a movie from the point of view of the parents and the Warrens. Mm-hmm. And I think if I do that, that would allow me to see how frightened the characters were, and allow the audience to sympathize with people that they can relate to, and therefore when the scary stuff starts to happen, they can relate to it.
Absolutely, because Patrick's he's so believable and he's so relatable.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You have
yes.
You have the family, with the family with the 5 kids, and people can relate to that. People can relate to being a mom and dad, trying to protect their offsprings, and then you have Vera and Patrick playing Ed and Lorraine, right? And they're such great actors and actresses that they brought a certain layer of conviction to the role,
right?
And that just takes it up to another level.
When you were watching Patrick, did you see your husband? Were there times when you looked at him?
They weren't alike as people.
Right.
But I very much loved him. He was really, and Vera. Oh.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, yeah. I watched her sit down with my daughter Judy, and talk to her like they had known each other, like from school or something.
Right.
And it was just so down to earth people.
Nice people.
Beautiful people.
I have to ask you, were there ever days, it's your job, doing what you did was a job, were there ever days where it was just fun? Were there ever days when you looked back and said, this is fun, or was it always panic?
Yeah, they were fun. And it wasn't maybe fun. Maybe it was investigating.
Satisfying?
Yes, satisfying.
Right.
And bringing peace.
Right.
Helping people.
And helping people find peace. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your camera work, fantastic. There's a couple of scenes when she's looking over the bed. Uh-huh. You do a lot of turning, a lot of Easter eggs in the film. Uh-huh. As a horror fan, obviously, do you do that on purpose to give it a little extra?
Sometimes, but sometimes I am a student of cinema, and so there's certain things that I like to do, and maybe it's just in the back of my mind that subconsciously I've loved from another movie perhaps. But I was trying to create the camera movement and the camera style in a way that that fits the intention of the scene. So if the scene is supposed to be nerve-wracking and puts you on edge, I like the camera to make you feel that way as well. I like the scene to kind of set you on edge too. Right. And so much of that is done through lighting, camera work, and the performances of the actors.
Lorraine, one last question. What is it about New England?
Old. We're old.
Why? What does everything happen there?
We're old. See, that's the first area, really that was built up. There's houses 300 and 400 years old.
Right.
Well, they don't have them here. But the hauntings, are coming about in a lot of places where I'm surprised. But people conjure.
Wow. For me, new construction.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Really nice meeting you.
What are you guys?
Well, we've been called ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
But we prefer to be known simply as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
It's November 1st, 1971. I'm sitting here with Carolyn Perrin, who, with her family, has been experiencing supernatural occurrences.
We have to get out of here. here.
That's not gonna help.
This thing has latched itself to your family.